Imagine a world where the boundaries between the conscious and unconscious mind aren't so clearly defined. A world where dreams, symbols, and myths hold deep meaning, offering us a pathway to understand who we truly are. This is the world that Carl Jung, one of the most influential thinkers in psychology, invited us to explore. At the heart of his theories lies a question: how much of our inner lives are we truly aware of, and what might we discover if we dared to look deeper into the unconscious mind? Jung believed that our unconscious minds are far from passive. They are active forces shaping our thoughts, actions, and even our sense of self. His groundbreaking ideas on archetypes, the collective unconscious, and the process of individuation have radically transformed the field of psychology, as well as our understanding of the human experience. Jung's work invites us to explore not only the depths of the human psyche, but also the interplay between our personal consciousness and universal, collective experiences. In this essay, we will explore Carl Jung's life, the core ideas of his psychology, and his lasting legacy in shaping modern thought. From his early collaboration with Sigmund Freud to his later development of ideas that have influenced psychotherapy, literature, art, and culture at large, Jung's contributions remain a profound and inspiring force in psychology today. Before we dive into the profound impact of Carl Jung's work, I want to welcome you to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel. Here, we take deep dives into the world of psychology, philosophy, and self-understanding, exploring the ideas of thinkers who have shaped the way we view ourselves and the world around us. From exploring the depths of the unconscious mind to understanding the complexities of human nature, our channel is dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of the mind. If you enjoy thought-provoking discussions and want to join us on this intellectual journey, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos that challenge, inspire, and illuminate. Now, let's explore the life and legacy of Carl Jung, one of psychology's greatest pioneers. Carl Jung was born in 1875 in Kesswil, Switzerland, into a family with a strong religious background. His father was a Protestant pastor, and his mother came from a family of well-known clergy. However, Jung's early experiences with religion were anything but conventional. His relationship with his parents, particularly his mother, was complex and difficult, and he often felt isolated and disconnected from them. This sense of alienation would be central to his later work, especially in his exploration of the unconscious mind and the deep psychological forces that shape human behavior. Jung's early education was in the fields of medicine and psychiatry, but his interest in psychology blossomed when he began working with patients suffering from mental illnesses. He became increasingly fascinated with the workings of the unconscious mind, how hidden psychological forces could influence behavior, and how dreams and symbols seemed to provide insight into a person's inner world. This interest would later lead him to develop his theory of the unconscious mind, which would distinguish him from his contemporary and mentor, Sigmund Freud. One of the most influential relationships in Jung's life was with Freud himself. The two men shared a deep intellectual connection, and for a time, they were close colleagues. Freud, the founder of psychoanalysis, recognized Jung's talents and saw him as a potential heir to his legacy. However, over time, their differences in theory and approach led to a significant rift. Freud's focus on sexuality as the driving force of the unconscious was at odds with Jung's belief in a more expansive view of the unconscious, one that encompassed not just repressed desires, but also universal, collective experiences. Despite their eventual split, Jung's time working with Freud was crucial in shaping his understanding of the mind. It was during this period that he began to refine his ideas on the unconscious, leading to his eventual development of a unique psychological system that would bear his name: analytical psychology. At the heart of Jung's psychology is his belief in the unconscious mind, an area of the psyche that he saw as much more than just a repository for repressed memories or desires, as Freud had suggested. Jung believed that the unconscious mind was not only a personal experience, but also a collective one, shared by all humanity. This led to the development of his most famous concept, the collective unconscious. The collective unconscious refers to the part of the unconscious mind that is shared by all human beings, a deeper layer of the psyche that transcends individual experience and is made up of universal symbols, archetypes, and patterns. Jung proposed that these archetypes, primordial images or symbols that have been part of the human experience since the dawn of time, appear in dreams, myths, religions, and cultures across the world. These archetypes include figures such as the hero, the shadow, the anima/animus, and the wise old man, among others. They represent universal patterns of behavior, experience, and emotional response that are inherent in all human beings, regardless of their individual backgrounds. Jung's idea of the collective unconscious was revolutionary because it challenged the dominant psychoanalytic theories of the time, which focused solely on the personal unconscious. Jung argued that the unconscious was not just a private, individual experience, but a deeper, universal part of human existence that connects us all. The collective unconscious, he believed, was a bridge between the personal and the collective, linking individuals to the shared history and experience of humanity. One of Jung's key contributions to psychology was his exploration of archetypes and their role in the process of individuation. Individuation is the process by which a person becomes whole, by integrating the various aspects of their personality, both conscious and unconscious, into a unified self. For Jung, the goal of life was not simply to adapt to the external world, but to discover and realize the full potential of the inner self. This process of self-realization is often a journey of confronting the unconscious mind, particularly the shadow, the darker, repressed parts of the psyche that we often deny or avoid. The shadow is one of the central archetypes in Jungian psychology. It represents the unconscious aspects of the self that are repressed or denied, often because they are seen as undesirable or socially unacceptable. Jung believed that in order to become whole, individuals must confront their shadow and integrate it into their conscious identity. This involves acknowledging the darker aspects of one's personality, such as anger, fear, and jealousy, and accepting them as part of the human experience. The process of individuation also involves integrating the anima, the feminine aspect of a man's psyche, or animus, the masculine aspect of a woman's psyche. Jung believed that every person has both masculine and feminine aspects within them, and the process of individuation requires a person to reconcile these opposing forces. Through this process, individuals can achieve a deeper sense of self-awareness and inner balance. Carl Jung's ideas have had a profound and lasting impact on psychology, art, literature, and culture as a whole. His concepts of the collective unconscious, archetypes, and individuation continue to influence psychotherapists and counselors around the world. Jungian psychology has become an essential framework for understanding the human experience, especially in areas such as dream analysis, personality theory, and the treatment of psychological disorders. In addition to his influence on psychology, Jung's work has had a significant impact on art, literature, and philosophy. His exploration of archetypes has influenced writers and artists throughout the 20th century, including figures like James Hillman, Joseph Campbell, and Marion Woodman. The concept of the hero's journey, popularized by Campbell, is rooted in Jung's ideas about universal archetypes and myths. Many contemporary films, books, and cultural narratives, especially those in the fantasy and superhero genres, draw heavily on Jungian archetypes and symbols. Jung's impact extends beyond psychology and art. His exploration of the unconscious and his integration of spirituality into his psychological theory also paved the way for greater acceptance of mysticism, religious symbolism, and esoteric ideas in the intellectual world. Jung's own spiritual journey, which included an interest in alchemy, Eastern philosophy, and the study of religious symbols, has led to a broader appreciation of the intersection between psychology and spirituality. Carl Jung's legacy is vast and multifaceted. He revolutionized our understanding of the mind and introduced a new way of thinking about the complexities of human consciousness. His exploration of the unconscious, archetypes, and the process of individuation offers a deep, transformative approach to understanding who we are as individuals and as a collective species. Jung's ideas continue to resonate with people across the world, offering a pathway to self-understanding, healing, and personal growth. His work challenges us to confront the shadow aspects of our psyche, to engage with the collective unconscious, and to embark on a journey toward wholeness and self-realization. The wisdom of Carl Jung reminds us that the answers to our deepest questions are often hidden within ourselves, and that by embracing our unconscious mind, we can unlock the potential for profound personal transformation. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Carl Jung's life, work, and legacy. If you found this deep dive into his fascinating theories thought-provoking, I encourage you to subscribe to the Unfolding Journey YouTube channel. Here, we continue to explore the minds of great thinkers, uncovering the psychological and philosophical ideas that have shaped our understanding of the world. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any future videos. Until next time, continue your journey of self-discovery and intellectual exploration.